Zimbabwe cash crisis worse. Talking about Venezuela once again.
Systemic important banks. They removed the one factor inclusion they are called monetary awareness. Hey there, hope all is well. Back at you today with some more RTD News updates. As you can tell from today's title, it looks like President Maduro has officially launched his military exercises in Venezuela. And as I'm going to show you from this video here, it's quite interesting how the music in the background and just the soldiers dancing makes it appear as if this is some kind of joke of some kind. And also, if you get a chance to look around the video as well, you'll see that he has about maybe 15 or 20 different vehicles with several thousand troops. Not much of a military exercise in my opinion, but yet I assume this is probably the best they have out part of any other foreign intervention. So it's going to be interesting to see in the days ahead how this military exercise is really utilized to help the Venezuelan people defend themselves against any type of military intervention from their northern neighbors. But yet, as always, I got about 2 articles I want to share with you. More importantly, you can find all that down below. But before I dive into today's articles, as always,
Recession will be a recession.
We're going to hit a recession.
The date of the next recession.
If you have the right plan to set up, you can make a lot of money from this.
So as you guys can see here, I put up a little video sample of the actual footage that Nicolas Maduro put on his Twitter account. But yet, if you actually listen to it, you'll see the video down below in the link. But if you actually listen to it, you'll hear dancing music. You'll see the soldiers out here in the crowd having a good time, waving the flag or whatnot. And so just this whole idea of what they're doing now in this military exercise doesn't seem like they're taking this thing serious, given the fact that they're under the greatest threat of their country's history, and the fact that the Northern powers, the United States of America, and our government here, is looking to remove him from office. And based upon this footage here, it doesn't look like they have much of an offensive weapon here to defend themselves. And so I just wanted to share this video to give you an idea of actually what it looks like. They're on the ground doing this military exercise, and we have Maduro here pumping his arms and people dancing. So definitely want to watch the full thing. Click the link down below and watch it for yourself. So as I mentioned, I have just 2 articles I want to share with you. But yet it says President Maduro officially launches Venezuela's largest ever military exercise. It says before beginning the exercises, the president arrived in the northern state of Miranda to take a look at the military equipment. And so as you can see from that picture there with those little small row of trucks, not sure exactly what type of equipment they got there, but it says including Russian-built rocket launchers that are used by the Venezuelan army forces. So definitely there's a Russian presence in there with this rocket launcher from Russia. It says the military exercises will last until February 15th, which is basically end of this week, and are set to become the most major and important drills that Caracas has held over its 200-year-old history. So based upon that initial launch, I'm assuming that's just a kickoff, welcoming celebration type of thing, not the actual drills prior to or after that. But it says previously Maduro announced military drills during which the forces are posed to practice defending the nation's territory, coast and rivers from the foreign invaders. It says earlier Maduro said the national armed forces must be prepared to defend Venezuela after the head of the National Assembly, Juan Guaido, declared himself the nation's interim president. So next article here is actual video, so you guys can watch the whole thing for yourself. But yet it has a couple of Twitter posts here with Maduro shaking hands and just basically getting the troops riled up. Scroll down more tweets there. And then the very last article here is also from Sputnik. It says, President Maduro says Caracas will invest in weapons for Venezuelan military. So as I scroll down here, it says, quote, we will make investments so that our soldiers, military, and militia have the most advanced weaponry. So without even diving any further, it's good to say that they're going to invest, I would assume, in Russian technology. It says Venezuela will have everything from an igla in the hands of its militia and the military to the most advanced missiles because Venezuelans want peace. It says Maduro said on Sunday when speaking in front of the military as broadcast on the official Twitter feed. It says Maduro also stressed that the Venezuelan soldiers were ready to die for their country, but the country's people was also a major force that would stand up for their homeland. So with that statement there, that lets me know that it's good to say that he has a good support of current military personnel that would be willing to defend their country to the death. And I guess with that statement of having civilians would also be willing to pick up arms. So I assume that by him mentioning providing weaponry for the militia means that there might be citizens on the streets that's allowed to carry guns and have guns to defend themselves if it comes to actually having boots on the ground from their northern neighbors. So there we have just a quick little rundown on what's actually happening for this current week down in Venezuela. It looks like they will be practicing and preparing for the possibility of war down there. So I assume that this video here is just something minor and major just to begin the first day of their actual military exercises. But it's good to say that if they have Russian weaponry. It's good to say they also will have Russian soldiers as well as special forces that has been reported as being down there to protect Maduro. So it's good to say they're going to have military training as well as equipment from Russia, given the fact that Russia has a lot to lose if Maduro is removed from power with all the debt that Maduro's taken out that's owed back to Russia as well as China. So just want to share with you what's happening in the news in reference to this military exercise down in Venezuela. Feel free to share your thoughts on the exercise video as well as whatever else comes to mind in reference to Maduro and military exercises and possibly where this is heading. So other than that, look forward to bringing more news updates. See you later.